This program is brought to you by
Visit KOFI today.
Brain X syrup. Emamofra adwinima pomuden. SCP Esita.
MAHAMA Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be here.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The whole pen computer square wow. Teachers no wa botre no betimi achire wa eno ani Slam Technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Nest Trading Agency.
We are the best.
Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menye ja ho. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
Abenda the bibia wo.
GhanaMats.com.
Ghana Max
TV way. Smart. 8K. Netflix. YouTube. And I feel how you go and you send the boss to be go. KOFI young conquer promo. It's a more price no aye easy. Oh machine way. Energy saving. Keeping me no more fresh side by side. Fridge ni freezer so ni. Now we man to KOFI young conquer promo no. We told TV no at easy price. And you do we so check. Wow. KOFI young conquer promo ti. Abusiafo ni fi kura betwa manum. 6 burner gas oven. Ni bofu fufu. Chicken inside. Me turn any assign chairman. Rice cooker. KOFI atiti home appliances na so. Na chanye ni de bebre. Menyamu blender. Menyamu kettle. Masenyamu microwave oven. KOFI young conquer promo no. Ayese wakoto anwamo. Nya cho banku ni na aka ho. Chochofocho. Aduane ye de. Kohwegu. Ajimada. Serve say there. Dia.
Abusia for mama wa jona mamu akwaba long break on yakokwohwe abato ho ensem yasan aba na abra yakwakoto aba no. The question was whether Ghana a decision no be saying ye bibisa say anye bia Ghana yetumi e decide are we moving forward and I say yegina ho ba bia yegina no a yato aba no awie ho nsem ne de observers de womo adwenkyere de aba so far kodeo say bibia ekoyie figures a womo nyaaye no na electoral commission de nyina no na eyepe bibia ankobone European Union enso de aba say on a large scale no ekoyie but declaring of results ne results ne nkenkan ye mu no there were places are now enye too transparent woman so they are woman de buy no and other observers international community no any edi or my Ghana but we achieve pa yes Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo electoral commission declare as the president of Ghana after no the abuama yetumi koyenim as to whether the opposition beje atumu and say womo enyintum John Dramani Mahama mampanyin dada sabre on the DNDC amanyuko enim as flag bearer enso ba bonten sabato no womo gidi se anko se de se ko niema bi anko yenti womo enye entum until now womo stand eno no manyane ntia se peace council enne na kwakohia de na afrimu aba anyane ntia enso se ahemfo mpanimfo akudama wo Ghana ha bi enso ene mpanimfo yi ahia de na afrimu ede aba are we going to break and I say yebeko yenim as my Ghana yenim na NDC amanyuko ema womo ahyase a series of demonstrations manyane ntia se wochina ombeye bi ewo Kumase and other places ni nyina no here to register their displeasure. Will it get to a point you between move on as to say the decision and a take as for my Ghana eba somewhere to say ya ne kan den kakra international community no saying wo mo hunu no Ghana ya de have we really decided and answer questions for why say yebisa time no enti ya pair opinion ya ginidi na yenim se nenim de mu edoye pa or international diplomatic consultant was saying see amaya hodo bi anemu ewo my Ghana mu onye ni paketo akra eba ne nsemo eti se ya obetumi aboa yɛn ame ate ase ne din ene Farouk Awahab Alaji yamakwaba empombo de that's a pan so me post you flyer no I don't mean the entire the interest anytime be I no be interview no very 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 huge and sometimes it do be a nkofo na nkasa ye request sa say on pese oba na omutumi eti niema ba kwana mienu bi ase and we will try and understand the entire etisa probably the level of information or the emma no eka ho ebi and nti mo amadwan ye ne bia no betumi de wadwen kire aba but ne nyina no na ya srew se obeye no very civil it's a time na ye wo no enye time wa adwodin sa eda so aye sumina so gya kakra and nti na yam obi abunfu na yentimi eni yen komo no abra was I was waiting for our help all this while to talk that's true we're free Hajis Miss Bau and Watro and Obaya was hello Kofi good evening to everyone your child Dennis answer Dennis also your child pa was it the EU should go and tell America Nana is the president simple away free Nana Prince and Watro Obaya was it Ghana has decided and nothing can change it. Okay, we're free. Is it Disika? No, Richard and a tray. Then what they and no buy. And then straight away, no topic way are quite sensitive. And you be the home come say ebeko said yes eko. Men in some more baby.
We just must Kofi.
Empombo de.
Adam de ache mashallah. You be okay.
Nyame Adam. Observation generally elections no one is saying.
Okay. I'm a week and as some few days before election. Yeah. Your question was, would Ghana make or break? And I told you Ghana would not break. Ghana would make. What your question seeks to suggest or ask and say, then talk BC and I say entokwensi. And I give a lot of factors which I mentioned say Ghana cannot fight. But then, of course, there had always been challenges or electoral processes. And I made mention, say, as a country, we have deepened into our political tolerance, but not our democratic credentials, as we so claim, say, Ghana matured in democracy. That is not a fact. But we are matured in political tolerance. That makes it very nice, say, like a man subinipa, kiabe election, kiaka say, former president Krankibia or them and I channel and I minister Bishaha and a political activist be bisa. So we have in fact a very strong political tolerance. But Kofi, to understand the topic very well, Yen started back so that when we understand the history of the country, political history, that will help us to understand the whole topic. The elections of 2020. Last time I explained, most Ghanaians didn't know the meaning of the first, second, and the third republic and the fourth. So me take time to deal with the subject. The elections of our time, free just Liman, 1981. 1981, PNP, People's National Party, was the one of Dr. Hilary Liman. Dr. Hilary Liman was a Ghanaian ambassador to France. And he wasn't too popular at the time. Our Ghana, and Obe form party near friend PNP. But don't forget, say, not Jerry Rawlings, at that time a military leader, or your head of state for 122 days. Emra 2 Akufu, 122, and Oputu almost say omni elections, which was not bad compared to the coup d'etats and there were across Africa and the revolutionary leaders. Onun Kwan say Ghana elections. PNP was founded by Hilary Liman, Engineer Nkofo for Northern Party, Ayabe. And today's MPP at that time, they had a party called PFP, Popular Front Party. Or Hedi, na Omo presidential candidate, Victor Usu. Interestingly, Dr. Hilary Liman from the north, and call south, or call central region, and call PK, De Graaf Johnson, and vice. Then Victor Ousu, also echo north, and okofa Alhaji Roland Isifo Al-Hassan man ye no vice Alhaji Tolona Yakubu Tolona and or the year no vice. So Yakubu Tolona from the north and then the Graf Jensen. When they went into that elections,
we are sure about saying one more China or some Regina Bempoma.
Year 1981 elections. Interestingly, Popular Front Party no yet so popular because Nigeria any the military of a champion, a free far Kotoka, all this military regime, Ghanaians were tired, and within that back to back, a champion ne Akufu Diano. And now Jerry and Yakufu Diano, and it's a revolution. Ghanaians we needed what a kind of a change. But at that time, PFP, no more well organized than PNP now a year, Dr. Liman. But only election, Rollins 122 days, you know. Jerry who said, sa elections, you know, o Jemu a man could di PFP. Now only anti-Jerry Rollins strongly today's MPP. O Jema, the episode of his arrest. Ebi beti ma baby. Into that election, the black box.
No, so say ebesi action.
O meche.
Okay.
Into a black box did that time election. There black box. Near transparent boxes no use. After that election, which marked the history of Ghana, one of our most flawed elections. It was badly held, but you can understand. Say, near military and near continue well organized. And the election wasn't bad. It wasn't good at all.
Okay.
And all the power man Liman. All the power man Liman, no, what did he do? In no time than 18 months, knowing himself Victor Osu was a strong force, I wouldn't even strike him. But Liman was very soft. And 31st December 81, Osabeje power. And ran a country in the military for 11 good years. Became very, very, very strong and popular on the continent of Africa. Now, ideologies and any changes in Nyama. Some, of course, we didn't agree, but mostly, generally, no coup, Ghanaians in Helia. 1990, and there was a build-up of a pressure on His Excellency, the President Rawlings, by Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan. In 89, almost started to say, almost mano pressure. So on return the country into multi-party democracy.
Okay. So I know what you're saying.
That time we were almost about 9 years. And we decided to say on person obey. And listen, the interesting thing that happened. At that time, France's president was Mitterrand. At that time, the president of the United States was Bush Senior. At that time, Helmut Kohl of Germany was the German prime minister, and John Major of UK. But now, Margaret Thatcher in 1999 resigned. Ono started pressure on Ronald Reagan in the 80s, the late 80s. I say, Gerald Rawlings was taking Ghana to the Far East. Now, or involved with the allies of the Cold War allies, Russia, Cuba, Hugo Chavez of Nicaragua, and Muammar al-Gaddafi. So the West, you know,
or fire yonkophobia.
Now, against the West.
Okay.
Until they were very not comfortable. And I feel the Castro of Cuba. These were the 5 people in Nigeria involved. And because Ghana, your way of developing partners are near the West, Middle Europe, and then the international community, United States, and Canada, and all those. You know. And to started so much pressure to draw Gerald Rawlings. In 1992, America for Bush, an election with Clinton or Lucia, and a Clinton Betua operation. So. And the Clinton Betua operations in 1993, you know, after the election in November. Then D. Clinton was instrumental with the Ghana the elections at your fourth republic. And to the say, the Americans forces say, Ghana ni new omo and synchronize the electoral process. You synchronize the election period and the timing. And in Ghana, America to about November, December, near so to because America was huge in the designing of the Ghana multi-party democracy and Ghana going back to the electoral process on the table.
Okay.
And American sponsored. international community support here. And omo got the attention of His Excellency then the late former President Rawlings. Incident BC, there was an invitation by President Rawlings, Echo France. No Echo France at that time, the elections in Yandria, he was still a military leader. And so no she uniform and or the ebeye or rogu or Johnny. Okay. All Koholo, Mitterrand was still the president. And or the military uniform, a flight to so. Echo France, it was an international meeting, conference. So Mitterrand refused to see him. So you can't wear military uniform and from a democratic nation like France. So they put him back on the aircraft.
Wow.
And
it's Jerry.
Yes.
Deported Jerry from
France. Putino, man or aircraft in man suit.
Okay.
Before he touched down. Diplomatic requirements, dress code of the France. And when he came back, and he saw, say, he's been isolated by the West, and he had no other opportunity into on election. At that time, it was 92. The same 92 in July, and on Jerry, no already no, our quasi political party, na PNDC, Provisional National Defense Council, and no DB military, and on knock opinion off, and or betting the party, but no persistent no cleverly or use the NDC, and obey no National Democratic Congress. What I say, but in effect, the ideologist in it was the PNDC. Okay. And the MPP for also established one party in 92 in July. Party and also rename from PFP, changing name, the Popular Front Party and NPP. Number an MPP and Jerry Rawlings standing for NDC and Professor Addo contested for MPP. Jerry at that time, now the military were not popular. Now Ghanaians were angry. International communities no more support say Ghana and call democracy. And what happened was that now Jerry is smart and was say when your party be a traditional local party, no man make one. People will still see him as a military party. And or call NCP, National Convention Party. Naye aka call in cancer aka okay and kofa man here advice or fine cancer aka man here advice and a Professor Addo also so no and a crappy man from a cropon also decided say also be north said the home tradition buzia danko buzia dombo tradition or call north and also kokofa Alaji Isif Roland Isifu Al Hassan Emma ne be in the presidential vice the running mate. Okay. Into that election, Ghanaians back on the crowd. It was the black box date. Jerry Flow, and the election was indeed very bad. That was the first electioner, Kojo Afarijan, doctor, or handed here. Okay. And he was hugely criticized and accused Afarijan by MPP at the time. And no more boycott Parliament. So omunko. Na electoral commission headed by Kojo Afarijan emetinase nianka asem no. The functions of electoral commission the three pillars transparency, fairness and integrity. And this three was not there. But you can imagine say na aye Jerry aye revolution into Mr. Afarijan so no usro. And Trumka so ma boycott no and Jerry say mi kura mutwe. Moko de amonko. So 1992 and occur into omo parliament a year so. Into out of that and if I say Professor Addo or then or step back and the convention or the congress of the MPP the declaration of 1996 who becomes the MPP flag bearer. At that time, today, Nana Akufo-Addo or challenge President Kufuor. And then they told him, say, on step normal President Kufuor anyday. Enko. Until 1996, interestingly, MPP, President Kufuor, na aka 92, 96, oni Jerry enya fall out. I don't want to use the word say obono because sabi also nyina afi wiase or ma or yim to amono there were misunderstanding.
Okay. Akasakata ba omo.
Nyina eni wiase. Islamic religion obi nu wiase nka ne ho asembone. Enti wa amono nyina misunderstanding. Sha political dimensions. 96 no President Kufuor eteki akana na Jerry ene nanya problem e no kofa no.
Okay, we say Addo ahe no free Joabin. Okay, in the Ashanti.
Joabin in Akropon, no Joabin. He was born in Akropon, but I think he's a Joabin man.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Sorry. You see the point?
Yeah.
And President Kufuor who said Ghanaians were supporting Aka because of the Jerry year no. She politically and okokofa Aka man be in the breast the vice the running mate. Why you running mate e Jerry and obey running mate Kufuor. A 96 election was interesting one. Jerry to another party, near friend Eagle Party, convener or the Oroku Mufa. The Eagle Party no was every Ghanaian living everywhere. Only NDC and a Jerry ye bibi say your friend Progressive Alliance. And a President Kufuor, also ni aka NCP no ebe ye Great Alliance. And no more 96 election the same Afarijan. And also so no, the margin of the win no was 59% against 36. Jerry na na to naba and no abu boy. And also so spark a lot of controversies at the time. But at that time no MPP echo parliament. Through that,
the first one, Black box.
Yes, black box. 1996 was still black box, but 96 they decided say they will fall out in the face of Ghanaians. And decided to their young call, and the margin was huge. And Jerina sat in 96, leading to 2000 elections. 1999 most especially when Jerry did come up 1-on-1, he tells you said that was the difficult time of his security. Even though not Jerry trusted in security. So Obekaya at the time, na 36, you come home around the nation. Yahu baby anabody nifi. And they started in Jerry's hometown. Ewo Keta, Dansoman, Adabraka, almost everywhere in the country. Yes. But truly speaking till today, Yahu family biya. So out of desperation, Jerry because no believe in the BNI and no believe in the MI, military intelligence, or no rely solely on military intelligence. And no coach one kwansabi. And even with that, I mean say a state fix because the government was desperate. And didn't so ye bibi say why bibi wachi obi. Ye musa Ghanaians say sa kwansan away. O jail anasi ebieno ana oko. That issue. That is what I'm saying. When country is desperate, politicians so me dangerous. That concern up to today, yenim so awu so ase. The family were here, but your platform is so be a make sure baby or into the elections, not Ghana for an international community, especially Amnesty International, trumpeting, drumming on the head of Jerry Rawlings for insecurity and not protecting Ghana ma and Nkra. And Jerry go into elections. Now, I had 1996 election, Jerry fa Professor Mills. After na no ne akanya problem ro den call 96 2000 and President Mills and President Kufuor be contest here. President Kufuor didn't have a record of a former president. President Mills was coming as a vice president in hand as a record. But in Ghana so watch here president any vice you see a vice in yashi. And the President Mills at that time was not too popular. Moreover, no a silent and very quiet man. On penny once. In the Ghana for Antini BBB. Elections in the mono. And President Kufuor. And so ABT. President Mills. That election, there was a cry by NDC now President Mills now a supervisor election. Or can say MPP Riano. But it didn't wash anything. And Omujaya, President Kufuor take power 2001. And we're running here. 2004 elections. President Kufuor Bajoti. 2000, only Mahama Ali and then Koye. By that time, no, then Kenya Mahama Ali and then because Mahama Ali was not all out NDC member. Now a sympathizer of NDC, not a MPP member, not a sympathizer of NDC. But the brother Mustafa was the Northern Regional Minister. He was the one, no be a tipo. But Mustafa had some kind of little problems. Or not, or near him for near daddy. So President
Aliu Mahama.
Yes.
Okay, so, Mahama Aliu, no, na
Aliu Mahama, sorry.
I hear me cry.
Yes. And President Kufuor played smart game. And of far, the brother, they were cousins. No, you're innocent. And or didn't be the vice presidential candidate, running mate, and or winning elections. And or no Koye. 2004 elections. President Mills, 4 years, our President Kufuor, the time, no. That elections, you know, is still Kojo Afarijan. In 93 elections, 96 elections, 2000 elections, still Kojo Afarijan. I get it mean. Yeah. 2004 elections, still Kojo Afarijan. What happened? That election, you know, calling declaration of election, so Obeka, you know, Jake Obechebi Lamti, he was then the chief of staff, and or call election say yeah. So Obeka the famous Ata Otabia no team. Okay, say Rollins can say election was badly handled by Afarijan. Or accuse you no this time around. Abraham Omsu accuse you the same Afarijan say Uchiti womuno. Enti Mills ebenya the first problem in 2004 ewa Jerin Semno. Now I say Uncle Court and Mills is so Uncle. And now I'm telling you, Ghana politics and Ghana elections, the international community, any room. There was a sit. They sat down with President Kufuor and they sat down with President Mills for them to exercise decorum and understanding. So on Tone Boise. Now, oya politician in there, year 2008. At that time of 2008, 2004 elections, you know, President Mills Jim, 2008, when organizing elections, you know, President Kufuor, he was then to leave the office. Who was coming on board? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Nana replaced President Kufuor. He didn't have any presidential record. President Mills didn't have any presidential record. On that note, we can call it a blanket record. Yeah. They were doing with their strength. But President Kufuor, at that time, year 2008 elections, one said there was a tie break and year runoff. Year runoff, what does it tell you? It tells you, say incumbent, now opposition, no call runoff, technically, no, what you say election. And to call runoff, it was marred by problems. A honor MPP at that time solely relied, say, President Kufuor cha election after the second runoff. And the whole thing from because who said campaign and Addo any campaign the President Kufuor records so claimed or the buy mono. No BN said Addo a win it landslide. But it never happened like that. And issue of time. Yeah. The issue of time, President Kufuor dribble MPP as a peaceful president at that time. Meaning said, call into the second runoff. MPP solely relied on the fact that President Kufuor be election. At that time, last campaign, second runoff at time, Nana do your campaign, wenchi. And as Kai Kofi Juma, now kwa Ethiopia 170 at the So President Kufuor was informed by national security, say, Jerry, the big wigs of MPP, NDC, in our time. And the situation was a bit rough in Tuomun side. So somehow, formally, informally, Nana Addo relied, MPP relied, say, President Kufuor be cancel election, no raise state of emergency in 2 year day. Da omani anko. And President Kufuor, wanko campaign bi no obetina Kumasi. Nana Addo mo say ye anko time. And election no course. Election no course was the 40,000 difference. So President Kufuor, they were looking at him say, obe annual elections, and he said, say, whoever won, I'll go ahead and hand over power. MPP Nation. That is why President Mills FR 2008 elections. Of 2008 elections, Prior to that, now the election observer, ECOWAS head, a year Obasanjo, there were some undercuts, there were some underdealings, there was some understanding between only President Kufuor and the hierarchy. So Nanado was also made to understand, say, Onya den, Onsun Kulu, na President Mills so Onya den, NDB. Not forgetting, say 2004 na President Mills and contesting international community supported and aided. And no more President Mills, I called Vancouver University in Canada and acquire lecturing to leave the pressure and of course Kulu no Canada. In 2008, some of us were aware, say, unless Sananadu beat President Mills completely, either than that, the power was going back to President Mills. I'm just telling you behind what happens in politics. And
that means there are negotiations.
Papa, you come on me about it.
I'm enjoying the flow.
Okay. And President Mills knew, Free Canada by running a short campaign in 2007. Oh, a dead there, but wouldn't mean near that day. The campaign was not strong, but it went here and obey running 3.5 years. July. And to honor President Mills, Urban, and or President Mahama, in 2008. But let's look at some interesting thing. 1996, our President Mills contested President Kufuor. What did Martinami do? What did I say? I know didn't buy. And obey you sue Alaji Mumuni, Kumbugu MP na foreign minister. Obey you sue on so and then year vice in 2004 elections. It's all that baby over. Oh, but when you accident to Lego, baby, go for so down girlfriend was smelly elephant. No, Mr. Wadan or the Kakosha. And then this was almost smelly elephant. Okay. That came to pass. Leading to 2012 elections, President Mills ebe free mono. Now July 2012. Now Obekaya, the 1 week, if we are Settlement Park, His Excellency, the Vice President, become a president a year by the Constitution. John Mama ebe a president. And John Fa Parkwisi Emisa. That was something that had been mentioned by President Mills. Emra no Yari said, should any unfortunate thing happen, sir, or Panicho, also go to the central, non Fa Parkwisi. And Parkwisi was a man of Jerry. It didn't Jerry comfortable. And of Fa Parkwisi. And what didn't hear then? By elections in him. Or didn't by elections in 2012. And then you see President Mama a short campaign of only 4 months. So can you say sympathy vote? Yeah. And Onina Nado na share campaigner NPP at that time. Year election, what happened? President Mama and making sure I say ye to abano because he was the president. Yeah. Year NPP so also say President Mama area wom. Okay. Yeah. And it was so bad. That's what they said. And to court, the famous pink sheet. Famous pink sheet, and they call court. Call court for 18 months, 8 months, and a country back and forth. Of course, near him said it would be very difficult for any Supreme Court justices. Say Tani, considering what took place, Tani results. It wasn't going to happen. But in politics, they say so exercise democratic rights into the court. 8 months. 8 months. Nana do acknowledge Sir President Mills, President Mama, a president. He didn't admit. He did not call to thank him because he was in court. He didn't recognize him as such. Even after the pink sheet ruling, the famous ruling in 2012, that ruling, still, Nana do acknowledge and commend it. And one can say, or a president, what you say, because there was what is called a bitterness. In TBS pain. So, a no, a buy-in, and a President Mahama best start here. Now we make a comment and we make a statement if we are Sutherland Park. Or say technically, I'm quoting him, unquote. Technically, the burden on my neck is huge because I happen to be the first Ghana president. Meaning, say, all the presidents, head of states, 12 na betwam kuninano. Each one of them, a free Fakotoka, a Champon, whoever, all of them were born in the Gold Coast. So the first Ghana president was President Mahama, and he was 54 years.
Okay.
So one would have expected at that time, say, that statement, he was going to carry the Ghana and the youth and the people of Ghana, referring to what he said along. Okay. 2012, 2016, President Mahama, yes, the first 2 years, 2012 up to 12, no, he didn't do anything that much or relax here because the love of the public, people like him, they loved him. Do you understand me? Yeah. Into a relax here, into the election year campaign, no, started Haiti 2015. Look at the interesting thing that happened. MPP, I call out, I raise what is called legacy projects, political legacy projects, policies, free SHS or Lanchier, one district, one factory,
okay,
one constituency, one dam,
okay.
One constituency, $1 million. One district, $1 million. One man, one wife. One house, one helicopter. One constituency, one ambulance. Which were a huge, remarkable, political legacy launching. And all the free SHS, the TASO. 2015, at that time, NDC were not campaigning. Until today, I'm here to tell you, say, ministers at the time, they disappointed and sabotaged the elections, the winning of John Mahama at that time, because ordinary ministers were not serious like what has happened to NPP. At that time, they were doing persona campaign, not campaigning on policies. NPP can win possible. MPP can say free SHS or possible. One district, one dam or possible. One house, one helicopter or possible. Rather, Miami friends across. Omu campaign was that Addo, excuse me, were a short man. Ghana short man to me president. I'm sorry, excuse me once again. ABC Osmoku. All these ones said there a BB Sergio Berlusconi of Italy. Also, questo una politica di attacchi personali. That political attack on his personality is not important. But what I say? Now, NDC was concentrating on the political and the personal damage of Nana Addo Dankwa. Hugely believing, say, ultimate mayor president. And in that, and over snatch power. And I ask myself, say, after we agree, say, excuse me, short man beat my president, Anna. Without even respecting the person's age, respecting, say, oh, you'll be papa, or you'll be nuya. Deal with the policies and something that the country can benefit from it. Talk about something, say, any man can education wants him, any man can security wants him, any man can employment wants him, any man can defense wants him, any man can youth. Artisan, nyama, san juma wants him. They were busy, relying on, say, a done deal, and lose election. That election, why not? 2 elections, President Mahama, and post 2016 election, NDC went out and cried, say MPP wiawomu obakai. Now day computer scientists blah 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 and oben no ko for be hack womu, but no so we free say 2012 so no ewo omususu accuse omusafoma from issue say NDC for so de nkofo Israelis bi akoshe gujolu omsu yesa ni bi enti Nanado ebe president. Events leading through Nanado's government winning power in 2016. There were courage. 3 people. Now 4. John Boadu. Efren JB. Samia Uku. Nana Komia. Kwame Duncan. These 4 and we invented the 4 pillars of campaign onslaught against John Mahama. Katasishe, Proye, Kankan, nepotism, family and friends party, government. And no drumming home. And no drumming home. Trumpeting in the ears of Ghana. Say corruption. Jurum, and in Yamanyama. And no invented a yom. Wayom in Yokai. Kwamna can gan to a munchini. And no two yom no. And a president, vice president Mumuni Baumia, from 2008, 2012, most especially, Omunusu and was 30 years. Also the 3 pillars: corruption, incompetence, massaging economic figures. And what drama in the ears of Ghanaians. NDC was a incompetence. At that time, no. NDC se Baumia ko north or ko school bi no ko ye speecher no mako block no. O mane nko. Ya mane ma speech. Baby obenya bia niam miensa. Na Samia Ukum so at other radio station so de nyom no etwa so. So it drummed in the ears of the Ghanaians. And listen to what Nanado said. Ghana ya tisika so. Look at that speech. Ghana sika egu kentem yadi konsuo wa kentem Nanado danko Akufo-Addo beba woni Muhammadu Bawumia obi a wadi Ghana sika bia ba baji musika amam. That time sugar suba whatever and so much list of 23 yabeji. So corruption went into the thinking of Ghana 2016 plus policy na MPP for a designing as a flagship policy, legacy policy. And the Ghana for so mad at John Mahama's regime of corruption. And
Dr. Bawumia Dina, is it Mumuni or
Mahamadu?
Mahamadu, okay.
And time na ombayeno. Now some of us relied hugely say Nanado president na 2016 2017 after swearing in no 3 months time no na say scanning nyina no obeji but by my check 6 December ya etwam no na say sika no nyina no enko Ghana consolidated account meaning say Nanado anjibi. Now they relax because a certain flagship program had taken place, free SHS. And the NDC, MPP, all ministers, all activists, share baby, I want that cry. Or probably say, sorry, when you want to free SHS. And you know, when you campaign, oh man, yeah. Free SHS, oh man, yeah. And look at when President Mahama, so a contest here. Because there was no front runner on the party into an overwhelming majority and also fire and also bad or the contest here. And as I told you the other time, said the elections was going to be watertight. Okay. In a way, said the first time in the history of Ghana, near Benya a president. I was then over friend returning president. Yebenya a president, former president, or contested incumbent. Ne bin see that. And some of us knew said, Kofi na pressure beba. Pressure na everybody said, and yama miensa and they go into such elections. But we the economy. Enti Nanado economy, President Mahama susu economy. Nanado infrastructure record, President Mahama infrastructure record. Nanado any other record will be a President Mahama so be yebida into also was our record. Then the second level, it comes to be the incumbent factor. Incumbent factor no, ebi ni say time na President Mahama eye president no. Corruption time na no more drumming no 2012 no. Almost say President Mahama the size of government no that's so 80 ministers. Again, almost say the convoy, the cars were too many. But what happened with the incumbency? Nana Dubai no or balloon ministers call 125 or 120. And on the convoy no so no na be watch and John Diano times 2. Incumbency say or kokumase ye bie kwamu ma no. Obey that level against President Mahama kakra. But don't forget say na President Mahama no so no also aboa enkro bi, wa aboa hemfufuo bi. Wasisi hospital asisi nwuramu bi. Wasisi infrastructure projects bi a ebi school. Waye roads bi a one complete. Into ono so no incumbency no embitin too much because cause certain community a. Omsusu nim say sa project we ono na ye. But na Dubai no ambetoa so. Nti so ono ba dia ebi oba be wie. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Enti incumbency no na do intimi beating too much. The last one, the third level was the charisma level. Charisma no why a president da. We are president also a president da. Into be also carry the charisma. Into the competition no was very strong. And interestingly, President Mahama echo underground. 2016, one year campaign no, he got it right this time and was starting launching door to door. The campaign now was midnight. NDC, MPP, Nana do crack be or say campaign no a flat. He has no message. Interestingly, now President Mahama said, Oba free SHS in Obe review. He knows he could not review it because you know the buy. And he knew very well said Nanya di obi timechem. So when he had gone to the villages underground, you know, he was rather advocating for continuation of projects now ya mistakenly NPP government and completely. Now shame to all NDC parliamentarians at that time. Papa starting the campaign. NDC people today are making noise. Over launching Agenda 2024 against him. And in the campaign, he was only moving with only about 7 people. 7. Yahoo flamboyant campaign bia na all here. Who will be?
There be.
And okwa underground. Okwa underground no. Or tornation ha about 7 times. Then PP4 was studio. They were very heavily relied on free SHS. Now, the interesting thing, we register about 250,000 to 300,000 SHS graduates. Thinking said now we use for the elections. When you they were not smart. Say name electoral commission. Na say students no. Me ba ewa na Vrongo na say wo ba Tamale. Or the Ashanti region. Obi ti Accra Oko school and prior so. Obi ti Accra Oko school of Western region. Moko registered students in over 200 to 300,000 students. Thinking say they were the first and Addo batch into Obiabe Votuamano. Without being smart to know say student Obiaba a student, free SHS in idea. Yemma universal numbers to enable these students or call baby or beat him their twaba. Because MPP were not concentrating also on the elections and the campaign, relying and hiding behind free SHS. Enti anti bibia ubio anwa free SHS. Ukasa ya hey free SHS. Enti the thinking was that free SHS students no kwa be 250,000 to amana obetima atiki presidency no any the winning no quite easily. Unfortunately, when you 10% because obia neba aba na mejami nua mejami ba say on free her enko the front line and prior so onko brekum mukrom ho onko doma himkru no onko to aba mensa nyi misika mfama no onko election ra. So all the free SHS students in no Obia the voters ID KOFI free. Lack of concentration. Campaign no omanye. Until at the tail end of the campaign, NDC started so much hit back. At that time, one communicators are joining. Sami Jemfim started weakening the front. Omswa started hating with politics of corruption. Omswa started hating with nepotism. Between family and friends. The list ba. You didn't find antidote. Then MPP also resulted into idea John Mama Lucy in 2016. No? They were only interested with persona attack of his personality. Tracy Boache, Papano, Bajazoka issue. Tracy Boache, Papano, and Sambasa. Who cares in this country? Who really cares? When a voter makes up their mind, they might not necessarily. Said their voters made up their mind now. Oman care say NDC for accusation and N1 to win. No, they didn't care about Tracy Boachi. They didn't care about the other Miss Bell. They didn't care about anything. But the point is, say, President Mama called ground, showing the things our yeah. Now this is a warning to all Ghanaians, including President Mama, including Addo, including politicians. So what the country needs to be. Now obi ba. We need to follow the national economic development plan. Intend to mean kobase we yaba. Now we jai projects was starting ya eye Ghana sika. Now we dey them Mr. Aduma, we dey atoho. Because when your money nya credit. But if you are a smart politician, complete. Now we call kati, call lunch, no call open. Now villagers in who say hospital we won't hear. They don't care. They are starting here. They care who completed. But political juggling and the political expediency sake, Nanado's biggest mistake as an experienced politician is abandoning the project of John Mama. Some of them were schools. Now, Obioti village, now hospitals, over 23 district hospitals. Yes, yeah, now Obada Hui Baremu, when they are pregnant, and then they are then call hospital. Are you listening? Yeah. Obada Hui Baremu. Na sawa metwaso anwia. The village and himself free SHS in the United they enko babia. They are moving to the next level, which is the issues. Hot issues. Any dear him. The hospital, Stella, no munya hospital nko. School na nanka ne ban beko ni anwie. Projects na Cocoa Roads, any other roads no. Ni krom de yenye. It is a President Mama na started there. Me man me started. Metwaso. Me man metwaso. MPP didn't have any antidote. No solution. They didn't see what President Mama was doing. Because there was no massive campaigner. Now we go flat body so yeah born him to say do year 2000 and you know. Into the onslaught a month before the election. And MPDC for release PDS. A Japan deal. And Martinami do issue and so be overlap. Now they challenge you say corruption ya officials no omu way. Scanana say corrupt omu way. Now we are talking about yours. So you also didn't solve corruptible practices within your government. You couldn't arrest those ones near so corrupt. No? And if that is the case, they are corrupt. And now the voters went into these elections with issues based. Coupled with the fact that MPP parliamentarians, over 46 ministers and then deputy ministers combined. Now old man of 72, 76 years said na anko campaign ni bia ama the ministers na kom nyina lusu ye. Because they were hiding under free SHS. I'm sorry, maybe I'm called free SHS. Edimikoye vote now might not consider free SHS. It is not the only free SHS that was going to give me food and give you food. But somebody was looking at the poverty level, the packet. Somebody was looking at the hospital that they couldn't attend because it was not completed in their community. Obisozo Eshe Ejuma. Now interestingly, Central Region, Fantifono, They are terrible.
Yeah.
They've never been friendly with any presidential candidate at any given time. Right from the time of Liman. Check their records. They punish your papa. Omo power pamwa no the premix politics aba. No this a Hoover board as a whatever no the aba. But look at a KOFI area. Look at Commander. A politics that went into 2019-2016 elections. And he said, President Mahama could be a sugar factory, a suchari. About 19 million Ghana cedis, Commander Sugar Factory. About 19 million Ghana cedis project. Dollars. Oriya, then MPP in opposition said he didn't have a second idea. Or starting machine in Odum. Because we need raw materials. Papa, how can a country build a project of $19 million? Now what the catchment area of Commander Ekumfini, the whole central region. Se factory ni war capacity of operational obefa nipa 2,500 24-hour run. Raw material ni yeden. Ahwede. Farms, forests, land are a good central region. So one would have thought, say, we accuse you, President Mahama. So we need second idea until we see machine went man starting. Now me share say the smart MPP policy would have rather say omukwa kopin factory no. Now the whole central region turn them into sugarcane farmers. 3 months, 6 months, 4 months no try the sugarcane. No more feeding the plant. Then nipa ni adwuma nye. Now $300 million are imports of sugar no. So to me break about 25 or 30% quite with the local production. When your employment will reduce, there wouldn't be pressure that much. Export, import of sugar. Yeah. Political juggling. MPP wanko. Waja project no. Ghana property yatum enisiho. So the people in that area were now saying it's not about free SHS. They were voting on unemployment. They were voting on other issues. They were voting on hospitals that were not completed. But what I say? So the politics are Ghanaian politicians now are winning not Tiakra. Now call parliament honorable. No I could now call Omo visitor Sal Ho Ubia upper terrace, lower terrace, a big girlfriend 3, 4, Omina train, Honorable Baku, go to Kraha, telephone 4, Ekraha, secretary DHE. They did not work. So Ghanaians are telling you, say, look, free SHS idea. We are voting on other issues. Other issues, is where we are today. Into the elections that they went in. The first, na KOFI me grantee interview. A free happy F. 4 months, 3 months into the elections. And I say, Ghana is going to witness either a president, my free more record, we see a majority opposition, or majority opposition, we see a president from the other side. And it was going to come. Some of us, we saw it. Because of the quiet nature of President Mahama, the campaign. The quiet nature said, or what 3 things to compete you? I'll bet you know compete your presidents. The incumbency, the charisma, and the economy. Also a record to pull. It is very watertight election for President Mahama Akufo-Addo. KOFI, here we are. Ghana form warrior home. We should be happy. So the first time we are going to see an opposition our year strong or year 136 na MPP 137 near 1 independent na KOFI share the dynamics. MPP on control parliament too. It is not true. Sir, independent in kokane dia ho a 138 we call them the majority, but they are not majority in technically. Ask me why. Bill has to be passed. Abra will be at home. MPP who are 160, some 169 MPs, what drop about 137? You are struggling. It is a NDC for Omo parliamentarians this time around ombeko adwuma 7 o'clock akotwen na enkoye the usual stupidity say when the bill was passed na me ni ho when the bill was passed na me did traffic me na me call you speaker of parliament say woman twen mamra you are crazy. I get me anything say NDC for nyina betena se a the president of the republic Addo if then say court issue ni bibia atwam na say still no me fan say I don't foresee say any Supreme Court judge ever turn this around. I don't foresee that. But then it is good say exercise try democratic laws, the electoral laws.
But that is if NDC will even go to court because UTM communication now it doesn't look like Ombeko court. It looks as if so much slow court as to whether the ruling will not be
Kofi,
I don't foresee them.
Mr. Kofi whether they go to court or not. President Mahama had been a president before. He's one gentleman in Ghana. Nobody has attained his credentials politically and then administratively as far as this country is concerned. Not even Kwame Nkrumah. Wanya BBAB. What's your speech? If he hasn't accepted, yes, or say we will resist any arm twisting. He did not promote say Obi Nkoko. That was a clever political speech. Jerry making the same comment 2004 or say positive defiance. And yet aggression. But in the other party members, communicators, they say don't get TB. Said the youth and Kwabontim says you got it wrong. Ghana youth be no about Kwabontim because ni 2 cities were the command mami or tones you own jam kokon until you got it wrong. You cannot. Kofi make our program say any fight in Ghana politics it will not cross the lines of the electoral polling station. Oberkai. Yeah. Ghanaians are no fools. They are now understanding politics. And to President Mahama, unconsidered, that's fine. Or court, that's fine. But now, Kofi, the technical issues are our parliament in say. His Excellency the President Addo. So Piesu Okotogo. So when you're running Tommy, and now Oko be emergency near Passe Bela, he cannot travel without a minister. Obako Parliament akoyi ni ministers in 60%. So a person yes smart president uncle out of the box. Only the ministers in parliament. No the professional world. No paki Ghana for Omerani, the chief executive position, the sector, and in the ministers. Now on teaming keeping the ministers in our parliament. And this Omo numbers say MPP, NDC, Kofi, Omo bako parliament and past 6. So we are going to have a situation Yabawa de facto president. Jomama be de facto president. What it means in this obetnefi anopa only parliamentarians in bay meeting. Mon sign way, mamunye way. Because say we a mistake. Say me what many president ko cabinet meeting tin ye pass bela obeba no ni assign o ma pass. But what I want is say I'm warning say NDC should not take advantage. Na idea ye good for the country no. Because of politics sake in no. And so soon everything is no. That would also be very Moya sa Ghana for also be punish you in the next 4 years. Yeah. But what they say. But Kofi, ya na many J. What they say? Ya mintimi ni December appetite ya. That day no. Many J say. Shekwam na Duncan in the central region. Enyum bebebe nyina no. Ombe scrapo. Abeji 17. She Greater Accra. Yabuabin. Who ye the communicator, the director of communication, who are the logistics and the tool of the party communication. Unusuti Labaran. Remember what I say? Minister, deputy minister, defense. Ministers, Bebrebe, Obiadus, including local government. Minister, Olusuye. About 46 of them. What does it tell you? It tells you, say Papano, a your old man, anko ground anko campaign bi ameka ho say eya me ya say a president nam de nam no launch open hospital a friend saying toilets and markets executive president of a 30 million populated Ghana, West African powerful nation Ghana. You do 64 years nearly in 3 months time no your election a president or launch market abroad sector minister because they didn't work. And a Kofi ya bedu baby away. Now yansha back also yanko back into the parliament. What does the parliament tells you, Kofi? Now we are looking for NPP NDC parliament that will stop and put brakes on President Mills. Sorry, about what happened. President Addo and then I continue. I'm looking at NDC parliamentarians 136 numbers are. Omba stop the president. Say oko Togo. Oko Benin. No a transit through Togo. Or say another trip o Benin. Togo. Obeko Benin. Ako spend expenditure. Presidential traveling allowance budget. Oba no asa bakra. No aba besisa ne ho. Ansa no asa ko Togo. Abro nam the same road. We are looking at a parliamentar. Omube keep the president said. The president will not travel 2 days. And Sana, Honorable Seche Mensa Bonsu, Abeka said, I announced to my colleagues that the president is out of the country. We are looking for parliamentarians of NDC. I'll be making sure, say, never no more in this country that the president or any president, Ebetimako United Nations General Assembly, with 120 members, Abro no Kwansu na Bekasa. We are looking at the situation, say, a lot of funny contracts. Almost the financial loss to the nation. Your lawyers, Papa, a good parliament. Now there be almost a bogus contract. We are looking at the parliamentarians. Omi are prepared selflessly. Omi making sure so they keep the government, the executive in check. Now the president is making mistake. So Otukwai or the ministers will bill be or baby knocking it down. So there will be a more or less a de facto president in this country. One Addo is running as a president. Ekroma Addo.
Shannon, so yeah, Farouk WAHAB, international diplomatic consultant, and ADM Komo. I've been going through my comments, you know, and ultimately so for enjoy and Komo Yedi pa, and we are hoping Ghana a bit to me. I was say please. Talk about the EC figures and the standard. About the EC issue. No, so there was a parliament to be rough and Casa Hair, Victoria, who said that day. Like I say, oh, there's a parliament very rough. Was it anybody Kwame Sefa tries to project has lost? This tells you a lot, Richard Kwache. At the end, no. Was it Napo is still the best president song, though? Abena Usu. And we say. But he is okay. I said this man likes saying President Mahama too much.
Oh, excellencies, all of them president. I mean,
but former president is still president.
I mean, you cannot take it diplomatically like ambassador. It's a bearing title until the person dies. And he said, "Okay, president. It doesn't mean President Clinton, President Bush, and others. It's a normal protocols." Yeah. It is
no go for one problem. I'm happy you've explained. Per the protocols internationally, no. Depending by your former crown, still Mr. President. Yeah, but this Obama. Obama address America former president be Mr. President.
Make sure say Americans stop using President Clinton.
Yeah, they still use it.
They haven't stopped using President Bush.
Yeah.
It is just a normal international protocol. To bring former, and it makes it too loud and too long. And it's a president. Once being a president, the title always remains. Untimin take it out like an ambassador. Intimate part of public. And yet, because bet. So, Nana do dinner ewa. Intisemanka President Nana do danko Akufo-Addo. But Mkase President Nana Addo. That is the case. Even the Omo Free Mukrano. President Mills, I use it. Yeah. President Rollins, I use it. In the public, but you win your issue. KOFI?
I'm really enjoying this. We feel Latifa Alpha. The Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Why are they?
Kofi.
Compare from Afarijan.
Kofi, the threshold and the standard that Afarijan set here, a very difficult. Afarijan doctor was a stubborn man.
Yeah.
Afarijan doctor was a Rastafarian. Recently, me nukoye program B or University B WAHAB were both the guest speakers. And we had the chance to sit on the side and talk. And I asked him some few things. We sat down for about 2-3 hours of the program and so we talked. There were other things. You need courage to face Ghanaian politicians. At that time, strong room was opened. Obia Bejinamubi.
Yeah.
Share the pressure. The accusation of the other party say, oh, helicopter didn't go Togo. Oh, yeah, didn't go Côte d'Ivoire. Charlotte say, ebe take you over. The expectation was extremely high because of Afarijan.
Yeah, record.
He didn't mind Ghanaian politicians. On himself, whichever way no, will be accusing no. But he will go ahead and do the needful. Obey the obey. Because whichever way you see it, no, you be accusing. But the reality is that parties in me will be a real. But you me. Sa two parties no.
Na no we bizarre question am say o be area.
Kofi. Parties in me nyina obi area election da. 2012 I almost say MPP say NDC we almost we bi. 2016 NDC esu ma we election no who's opposition abe wi ano also we bi no so we bi. Until the smart thief carries the day. Omo problem no. All the 8 elections, 93, that is 2002, 96, 2000, 2004, 2012, 2016, and then 2027. Obia se ne yonkwa wian. Charlotte said no manka. To the stand say omo ba power, and this MPP ba power no. Or try said they find Kokomini style, political tactics, juggling, and Oma or chain. So don't expect, say, your opposition would also do the same thing to you. Because the trust is that. Where is the fairness, the transparency, and the integrity? So what doubt you there yes, you doubt there. It's just about that. Yeah. Now let's look at the election itself. Kofi, in all fairness, generally, the election was not bad. The timing was not bad. Waiting time was not bad. A month for time of waiting, our to pink sheets, any nyama short to who that much. But let us understand, says so 18 million eligible voters, and our 13.5 are real-time voters, not the gross. Omni part 13 million Kofi. Obia karata nko because say ye free averagely. So obi kwa mami bi matre for the kotubia average of 9 million mothers. Mami for 9 million na wu nipa 13.5 million na election. Obi akarata nko. So it is commonly admitted say bibi sa beba. Beba bi akofi me what problem. Me challenge na bibi sa the Ghana democratic credentials na say won say. Kofi share the issue of pink sheet. Okofa pink sheet ba NDC Obia signing Mohammed Iliasu MPP Kwabena Jiman no Obia signing other parties in there Madam Ekwadon Komni Adad bi kwa na rep ni ho Gum osofu chabosum bebu an rep kra nko but we are there papa third force Kofi ya come of age send a party at the heat to polling agent in so also we nya me signature problem o kroma no polling agents no represent parties no MPP yebi the oma sign a pink sheet no do no say you na sign here NDC so yebi today ebi also a call for sign no say ye true no na sign here Kofi na mbisa say are we so dumb and so stupid screw-headed say polling agents aba obi antima mfa ID card anti se wona oba sign for NDC papa for ID card bra photocopy rare also for ID bra photocopy rare na nyengo the photocopies of the signatories ni amfa attach it because signature doesn't bear a physical evidence of anybody coupled with the fact say why name the signature obi twe ni din wo hwe pink sheets ya bani na obi a twe ni din o se nya me handwriting ni be the natural fact or no na ye but the party the heat because the general feeling of the party ni say ye be contest election no both MPP and NDC alike men come back entuom polling agency ni na say ye wia yen anyam na msan ye na mebisa say electoral commission Madam J Mensa, can't we ask in moving forward pink sheet signature about the issue of Ghana stealing electoral mafia sons yentimi ma o the signatories of the pink sheet no yen your photo ID card nipa ne begia o election ni bi ne voters ID sheet butum mani nya ne photocopy ne twa ne picture na mo fan staple pink sheet no kofi nkia o ba bi away oh, we are smart too. But application sometimes of the wisdom. Yeah. They only display intelligence. They don't apply wisdom. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. And there be a problems. Now you're talking about the figures. Admittedly, the electoral commissioner said there were some mistakes. There was some level of irregularities. Namibisa said, who pays for the price of those mistakes? If whether or not some mistakes are affecting me, who pay for that mistakes? That is the mistakes. 7 pillars and 7 functions of the Electoral Commission. Bakoni said, Obe conduct a credible, free and fair elections. Bakoni said, Obe design constituencies. Bakoni said, Obe electoral hearing during and post elections and determine the fate. Ahonia was say, and there were other 4 others. And he said during and then after. Now there is an electoral hearing. I will be a making complaints. Electoral Commission have to hear it and determine. They have to do that. Constitutional right of the country. Constitutional mandate of the country. But interestingly, Kofi, a hundred year war. Whether NDC will go to courts or they will not, me, I'll call it a wasteful exercise. Ma omon courts. Because I foresee say any too easy. Say there will be an overturn our country ha. Liberia President Salif or representing ECOWAS in a matter of international law, Baba witness was it free and fair. European Union created and crafted a diplomatic language. Said the election generally went fine, but there was a problems with the collation, mathematics and arithmetics, which is a human level. No, that mistake can come. They didn't say there was a stolen verdict. When they had gone ahead to say it's a stolen verdict, that would have been a problem. Until they were silent, and a civil society peace council say abawi. But what it tells you, say 2024, NDC people now cease. Now do occur 3 times. 2000, 2004, 2004, 2012, and 2016. And Obai. And I'm a boy. Yeah. Occur 3 times, I said 4 times. President Mahama occur 2012, 2016, and occur 3 times. But ocean aggregation of the age at the time Obenya 2024 no 66 years. He is so far younger than when President Kufuor came to power. He is so far younger than when Addo came to power. He is so far younger than when Professor Mills came to power. And he has age more or less on his side. And it's in America said he has set a certain standard. And the party NDC phone said those who had the agenda 2024 will struggle to contest them because I don't see who can contest considering the performance now we put to. And the de facto president no be no fear no. Send the MPs no a good job. MPP will be in trouble unless they go above their shoulder and their strength, almost exert muscles to be able to be and that will be a big problem because problems also beba MPP. Nanado 4 years now, Obeko Obezitino. The party is now going to another refreshing omo be touch dial no normal reloading
Also better to that I reloading.
I reloading.
Ebi a shall see a project. In fact, jubilation we can be much as a pushy baumia. And the dynamics in MPP will also be interesting next 4 years.
But now no, it is clear, sir. President Mahama there, I can say, why solidified because of the performance, and I'm seeing how unfortunate and mistakenly no, a beer NDC for Nyamenfan Emana Holding, but he will be 66 in 2024. A very difficult say NDC for members now hono, obi be contesting. So be anko contesting na, and NDC parliamentarians 136. Ekrugu atia yes sir or parliament. What do I say?
Oh, like one absent, Omunyina kwa.
Omunyina oho. Ye Mr. Speaker, maje permit. Na MPP. Omu parliamentarians okoje emergency. Oh, Speaker of Parliament say when you emergency or constituency in emergency in Dubai. No trap pictures will beach. Now they should go and do that emergency. Now they should do that. It's war control parliament. Ghana is seen. Say me and Nana Addo, His Excellency the President. Can me play the liberal center left or far right, center right. No one call into the NDC camp. No one call the liberals no womb. Over call the outside Ghana. When your countries like UK, when your countries like Germany, Japan, United States of America, all over Europe, elsewhere, were training huge professionals amount. Free of charge. We see them.
Okay, okay, Ghana for now.
Yes, with professional know-how and endowed knowledge. Endowed knowledge. Confirm being a form of government. Don't see them as enemies. Nama parliamentarians in your Juma of parliament. Obiako parliament 12 years when be na no ankasada. Obiako parliament 16 years on Casa floor of parliament da. And back again to MPP. What shall I say? Any NDC also baby are in position of a parliamentary candidate. A whole you know lose here. MPP lose baby in position of a parliamentary candidate. Except Dansuman Esla and Utimi Fair and Timu. Ekoye. What does it tell you? Most of my men in Tibrofo. Encyclopedia no be reading of parliament. What I say? Share almost formina MP. Say me formina MP na. Oh, Kofi Addo wani. Kamini the most popular person in Ghana.
For now, yeah, he's
and I expect the gentleman say, don't give in. Na Ghana who a parliamentar on by chance signing Kokomini laws. Said Ghanaians nationals and they build you mamo Ghanaian nationals who more bunting and they may see diamond for them. Ghanaian nationals now will tax you baby no. Yemenya a parliamentar. One teaming kofa Ghana ni Accra or your Ghana ni Accra said the Israel 4 year. Said the Brazil and other part of the world here. So it Okra 20 passport to Kruma. Visa free. Now they what taxi visa fee GM cra over 2 months. I'm looking at that parliament. I'll best solve that issue. I'm looking at parliamentar. Kofi Obe Kipu, the government in check. Intinka papa no beya and kwan split it. Kebroni and Kobeko opposition. Ako join NDC in the parliament, not the party to a cross carpeting. Parliament. Now kwa split parliament. 137, 137. Young head your baby jumani di oma. Kofi, nanka country no problem a solve. Into okofa PDS bar. Okofa way bar. We sementiase. And if the president there make mistake, so obey veto, obeys the executive veto power now, you become unpopular president. Even though say oko, but obey damage, huge damage to the party. It be Baumia or whoever will succeed him no, obeying problems. And he might not win. But Kofi, baby are there.
But it's slightly Baumia will succeed.
Kofi, baby are there, and they say Baumia and John Mama, north.
Yeah.
Now, I read the interesting dynamics of this election. Baumia clear the northeast, the northern region. He did creditably very well. And actually, interestingly, President Mahama also sweep south. Enti President Baumia Ankosro, Vice President. That President Mahama also near the Emra South. Enti we are going to have a situation, assuming say MPP4 ebetiase ama status quo Baumia Twaswa. That's also another subject.
It's likely say along the line of Sidibians na etwaso along the line no obeye the Atanos yema Mahama Nebi. He will sit back and allow Baumia to operate. So a bit to me boosting the image no more because you and I were not there and they can raise it.
The popularity.
So he working along it will also be interesting in 2024.
Whichever way it is, you know. I know sir at this point is very clear say NDC omun change your mama.
Yeah, that is also
then
clear.
Let's see how MPP will change Baumia. But if they do not change Baumia, and then never friend elections.
No, that would be suicidal. Say, omu change Baumia, that would be suicidal. Unless Baumia himself.
Obia NDC, MPP didn't beba. Nana has a task to overwork with these 4 years to restore. And Niama Wanye, a man for Bufu ya, omu vote nearly against them. No. Yeah. So Antima work data. Obiom didn't beba to contest if NDC aid remaining equipu President Mahama or be floor no flat. Me ba what you say because also the record no the same economic incumbents charisma record no or the ba beto nipa na NDC de ne beba no MPP de ne beba no oni sa record no etu be sweat to competing. Me ba what you say
hey Ghana ye de bruta e be de pa nso pa was in another dear Twaso Tom, okay. If we couldn't do or say, was here I was present at Techiman South on the day of well at all. Your people being Nanam Ponsach people I don't know your people and I don't think you expect to say me your people Kona or Kano. What's about Umia is the best person to lead. Making I say making. Don't forget, say there are people who have also waited. Musufi said this is their time.
Yoga Timukra started.
Yeah.
Ebima started lunch.
Ebima shall say 2024 no.
Happy before there. Okay, 17 people.
Yeah, I confirm.
Ombeko.
Describe.
I may say Ombeko. But me, because naturally, I feel now. All develop no creating a political constituency. Naturally, no any political constituency.
Yeah.
But I want to sure. Because on no susunan kasano. President Kofo didn't buy at that young age or didn't buy no. So they introducing a man and Nana kept a political maturity say or you see no 2008, 2012, 2016 or didn't buy 2020. And to a feature constantly. And the popularity no build it. But I can't do makakra. But what I say because MPP we are then they will fiercely contest or no. Na breaking back omu fronta. They said omu year 2008 na nipa 17 a contest here no. A ho and ombenya problems no. A basa they will lose to NDC.
I am not sure NPP is going to allow Baumia Livestone GH. KOFI, please talk to the senseless youth to put aside their political party colors and absorb the wisdom our WAHAB is speaking. Okay, and if we asempahen ho. Was say it is for you then if it's for you then collect NDC for okay. Down up and down kwa Clinton and Ocho and Obai. Was people waiting in the NDC to contest 2024. You see, also there are people waiting, but it will be difficult unless Mahama Kaso Onkobio. So Kaso Onkobio is a different thing, but threshold and standard now or the actual it will be very difficult. And if you look check the NDC as we speak, almost parliamentarians are President Mahama Yadi, but the people didn't take notice. 2012,
2016 during his presidency no. Before said 2012 2016 election no, President Mahama projected any obia. Till today, President Mahama has not shown obia openo as in a successor.
Yeah.
On show
Yeah.
Nana do a show ba umia. President Kukufor o show your friend is saying how do we call it? O show Alan Chamatin. One way or the other, obia show whoever he was interested. Jerry show Prof Mills.
Yeah.
Say we na me pe. But who busa wo share wo study Jonah. Until me up to now, then show say we na benti. It makes it very difficult. What do I say?
Yeah.
Why Russian trained into the Leningrad approach of politics, you know, onim papa. What do I say? The Putin style projections, you know, on yet to project the image of somebody, you know, on share danye. And into no lose elections, you know, Otim Sabe picking 99%. Until today, you who is in the making are all follow the footsteps, sir. John Dramani Mahama, former president, a trainee on ye. That is a smart move. So he is always important in the party. And he has shown by this election, say, he has the abilities. And whoever is to contest him, no, that projections and that support, no, where are you getting it from?
Out of the spews.
Oh, there be a bedroom honor. 2024, no. Now go fire America crack. Once this here, no. Age no the logaligi kakra bem. I'm for a week. Even now go. It did that time now go fi and go for bread. But at 66 at that time, no, I was so energy. I will be to me. No, was so mature politically.
Okay. And
on that note, now me feel say court exercise, you know, party need try to correct and put the electoral commission on their toes is very important. Important say electoral commission obi de ba court. Important say wo mu say bibi nto akoma ma, it is their duty to hear, listen and determine and find solutions. Now be form part of your democratic records.
So is it becoming the norm, sir? Is so crano fanasa because Ghana there nobody will overturn it. That is say
that is rather unfortunate. Yeah. Anything I'm going to say the smart thief wins the day. No,
then it gets to a point where
a bad problem.
Polling station because when him says any man koyi na ujaima I say police for.
Yes.
Police in him says one chowa na utwem kosi him onya obio. Nti car no kra na wehura tare bonnet.
What are there na
But average no dem you. Average number or phone number keke. Obo system everything about you. But I have no obetna bonnet so. When you unei ojawa da baby.
Abambetu ni che. And you go a bit
so that is quite dangerous.
It is a bit of an issue. But Kofi and Komoni say Ghana fu nyina yemfa komapa emfantai the new parliament still in the Fourth Republic. Na omama parliamentarians in your margin say now no a value for money. Ya perceive who parliamentarians are omia give and take debate ekoso. Nanya yeah Mr. Speaker yeah there be business as usual there be President President Nanado otukwaya ontimi nko.
But so would there be by now negotiations ekoswana would there be plans to say the watch mudada say do baby international community ne bam nyabotre is that something? Oh yes and as far as Ghana is concerned, you know, I mean sure whenever West Africa anywhere is hit problem baby all the diplomats around the West African belts. So Cote d'Ivoire, BBIC, Mali, BBIC, embassy bi obi Ghana nom deneba. A high home safe haven. And in matters like this, you know, I do know very well, sir, they will sit John down and talk to him. He might not necessarily acknowledge any political opinion, and it's also his political right.
not necessary say obe acknowledge it. Because 2012 elections up to now, no, congratulations from Addo and Maya. And it is not out of blue. So also yeah, and all that big issue. So the President Trump also and that doesn't change the results in any case. What does it?
Yeah.
But the Jumani said, let's do the business of the Ghanaian. Now you make sure say now no Ghanaians employment and the issue. Now no Ghana for say projects are not be complete. Now no the parliamentarians now fa the community, the constituency no and for no. It's a turning point. Now Kofi, so parliamentarian and will cheer for primaries. No parliamentary, they don't owe the constituency. They don't care about them. Recently, primaries, me more constituency crop a greater Accra. And I'm maybe go to televisions. 56 inches, 48. I can see a table. And what they call primaries. Omom use microwave. Delegates and getting microwaves in the iron you know to try. Now baby you know. And what they could go classroom. And no can say, Motuma mi ya obia masala no mababeje. To almost start say omo ye elections no. And no man the monitors echo polling station. Polling station 1 no alusu. Police station 3 no alusu. Edoma atu awie na ko gina say ato man to abaji television or some on train. Edo who 3 polling stations results 4 by on say alusu no. And of a truck here.
Also on TV na.
Amen go be wa fa the televisions in our day. And on the choir. But we doing all this asking ourselves some say MPship na mo ko na mo brea and ye bom ka and our constituencies na hamwa. Adenti na mo bokako. But Kofi, let me talk. Are we going to see a parliament? Your what minister urge a salary of 42,000 Ghana cedis, 420 million, approved by parliament. Now a medical doctor, specialist doctor, now country Ghana, or man 7,000 cedis, $1,150. Efe. Parliament been be changing that kind of bullshit. I'm sorry. How can change that? Yeah, per parliamentar, measure the gravity and the contribution of Ghanaian professionals, i.e., teachers, nurses, doctors, most especially, and other professionals. Now, I'm my equation. What are the levels of the salaries? I then aba apa. Nasawuma, a doctor. Our KOFI share how long it takes them to go through orientation and become a specialist, and become a medical doctor. The salary big is 6,500. Now, Minister or Parliament 4 years. Near man chief executive position. No, 35,000 Ghana cedis. Wasaji clothing allowance. Wasaji driver. Wasaji house help. Wasaji bungalow. Wachi bibia. Meanwhile, specialist doctor or to one for your high dying and over hospital. Teacher or high dying and about hospital, about classroom. Who is going to change this? Why now Baka say, as Gracia, Obia child there 35 years, watch out there 40 years. KOFI, ultimate pension. Now when you stroke, not that them. The pension fee, young farmer, Ukra and son and a ma for Swaman in Saka. Where is the parliament that is going to solve that problem for Ghanaian pensioners? Where is the parliament? Obeka say, yecha es gracia mu because every 4 years, na masalai, na maji. Mu wiya no masako di last masako ta parliament. Can the NDC parliament throw this and solve this issue for Ghanaians? Ni entrasem ni esu yentomamu. Come 2024. Will they do that? Ye pe parliamentar omba scrap the immunity of the president na so din samone na say wo minister wo employ no edisika ye de no kokota wo de onimu hwe meanwhile no contract bi anu a minister bi sign na ama presidency but wo de entocho diplomatic immunity no cover ye pe parliamentar o mbeka se Ghana afi ya bre enti yan scrap diplomatic immunity but NDC parliament mo be sa bring these topics na Ghana who say we are having changes. But you go to my what you say.
What you say pa? Me da say yam come no ye di akwani mu pa. But mo amu pushi chema won to me 2024 no manya careful. It will be apartheid. No say bi mo kire
upper president.
Ebi mo na say mo say 2020 you know 24 no mo afsha say mo say bi atwere ye chema won to me.
Chema won to me so say ne brofo o say
na say kua don kokora pe president. Kua don kwa nkamba.
Don ko betime di o. Betime di president in one day, Kofi. Or vision.
But age areno.
Age areno, but say Miss Watan the menopause
age areno. Age areno. But Guma ya dey third force.
And third force meaning say or the 7773344
as a testament 1 2 1 2
enti senka onya involvement of Ghana for pastors ebe 4 bi kan ho a enke be fe Kofi, it's about time, high time Ghana youth you promote a movement that is not an aggressive movement but the type of a movement Ahmed Abe of Ethiopia yebi. No a politician or a former rebel leader. And all the youth, politics, advocacy. Someone share them kokra politicians are here country no. So the movement of the youth movement no. Say yasusu ye into election. Near Kofi Adoma. Youthful exuberance Kofi Adoma mejina ho no nya presidential candidate. Na Ghana youth who 18 to 33 years, we are dominant force of Ghana population now. Yeah, be 30 million, who be 52%.
No, it's not possible in Ghana. It's possible elsewhere. The reason is Ghana, no, it is believed to say, oh, na way or bad bang, oh, na way.
And no, America say.
But elsewhere, Facebook, Papa, new fear saying. Oh, the rich people are very, very young. But Ghana, at a young age, would do level be cry say, hey, wait there.
Your friend the Madagascar president, so I had this joking in Ape. What do you say? Young ones.
No, Ghana, I doubt it.
And Dora Mune, your friend says Sicily, your friend is a Italian, you hold. Own presidents, you know, it be as young as 29 or 10. But yeah, no. And I'm just saying, youth Nankasa and Domo, the Ghanaian youth and Domo. But now it's the time, say, youth to share a choir. Who is the president who will come and take the youth off the street? Obama Umajuma. This is the politics of employment that we are entering 2020 to 2024. Kofi, a politics of employment. A politics of employment. If you do not solve the employment issue, Oma play politics. Abepemine. Now Omo solve employment. Now Omo solve Omo parliamentary reliefs and on benefits. If they don't stop that, that will be a big problem. It is an another per se, His Excellency, or per se, or yet exemplary presidency for 4 years in Babano. I'm making way for whoever succeed him at the height, at the level of MPP presidency now. So what me solve employment issue, you are good to go.
To say, do something before you die. That is the chant now.
Kofi.
So, the last time.
Yes. Now one timanya.
Before his presidency.
Kofi one timanya. The country no. Your problem in employment too. Ghana for a peaceful. They don't want a problem. They do not want a problem. Kofi election with dynamics. Greater Accra. Or capital. I had to beat GDP ase. I had to beat inflation ase. I had to beat taxes ase. Import duty, export duty, capital. Obi ote capital no more or less on the feed a crassy. Obi auto door chain on the feed in mammy 5 cedis, 2 cedis a day. And it's a lose election or capital. now lose o parliament or capital. It tells you so your government has a problem. So you have to fix and find out what confronts the spectrum of O capital now, and you hold about 5.56 million to 7 million populated capital of Accra. Ulusu Hodia. Then there is a challenge, and there are challenges. Ulusu cantonments, where the elites are living. The elites, Laboni, cantonments, Yaneba, and those places, you know, if you lost election there, what does it tell you? They are the economics, the economists, and then they are the engineers, they are the doctors, they are the politicians, and the elite society of Ghana. You lost there. What went wrong? What is the analysis? What went into the thinking for the people now? Omni enlightened, omni politics, I say, omni the good governance, omni the good administration, omni the good management, omni I say omututia. So the analysis, you know, it's a job for MPP. And KOFI, any business as usual, they have to work. Now, omu come back. Said the NDC for a call back to omu ko plead with Ghanaians. No, boni bi omu fancho omu no. Why when it? But musu ko plead. The people shocked you, and Ghanaians, especially the village, oma chirem ko for no papa. Not only MPP, NDC politicians alike. Oma mobile hun level. And now no kwa you fear the voter. You recommend and accept said the Ghanaian society is descending. People are not stupid like we used to think before. Then to what is the next other alternative? Ebema or government, you know, abe popular nini pabe juedi. It is the trust that you post in them. And that trust must come from giving the people the job and give them the power and give them the government. Administer the country's resources and manage the resources of the country. And govern, but don't come and rule me. They're kind of for here, I don't know.
Your rare issues, no, pa. Now, was say he has only 4 years to be president. Was say, can MAHAMA go for 8 years? Should he win? Since he has already served 4 years.
Ovi, Ghana Constitution, over PK American template, 2 consecutive period, 2 terms, 4-4, and no return. Ghana didn't anticipate. The
very complex and very gray area.
Pa. And he said, this is the first time
that means MAHAMA Bano Trafford or bet me as consecutive.
And you know, leading into 2016, no, I got work as a okay, so when there was still a constitutional challenge, he said, 8 years on the Prof Mills, or several 5 months, and obey 4 years car home. Into a winning 2016 now. Will you call it say now Kobesa ko 2024 2020 and Kobet Mako 2024 now. Already why president I swear back for 5 months. Into Betima swear presidency 3 times now. Where your issue are Ghanaian politicians opening parliament moment Ghana for
a gray area.
They don't want to talk about it because Senka President Mama Eweneya and all cut 2020 to 2024 now. 2024 to 2028, you know. Yes, constitutional challenges. Constitution, they didn't stipulate, and there was no flaw. Somebody should advise me if there is a flaw on it, and I said there's a cap. There's no flaw, there's no cap. In my view, say Obeko 4 years and no return, and also Obeko 8 further years and the cap. Sena law no city. Kofi Mpacho, my project. Na monye sa researching. Na mumusa. But one thing that I want to put across, Parliament, yenya parliamentarians abitwemuko, umaye den, umaye expertise. So government of Nanado or MP, NDC, I call it majority backed parliament.
Batabum. Because it's still some way.
So omo timi abusa ta issue no. What exactly does the law says about the 4-year term of a returning president? And I say ontimi nkobiem. Si ebusa enkebeye. Because we haven't solved that issue.
Yeah.
It is a mystery hanging in the books of the Ghana Constitution. Omo mpeso mbeka hwasem. Omo twende duru ho a and also so wate. And they do there will be what is called constitutional challenges. Is that what I say? Kofi me what personal issue be. I'm person me the two. Also platform we say
say efa o mama ho dey amen cancer.
There be say Kofi my better
chocolate. Meaning say no na baby bisa.
Kofi nya no.
Mommy chocolate na san. Enne obom ti so san for mama royal chocolate.
Me ba cho enyo mama my better 3 hours nearly. Kofi nsuo kura mama me bi. Chocolate keke bi so anka me de behwema de no. But Ghanaians outside. So munya o mama outside da monto. Na mo fama na go be breme. But Kofi, on a more serious note, mami ma a small history of a little bit of my background. Now platform we say in Kofi, clinical psychologists, any lawyers also. I need an assistance. Kofi, I was a boy of about 13 years. And they passed a common entrance. And my first school was Navarre School, Navrongo Secondary School in the north. At that time, I happened to live with my uncle, who was a police officer. Ewo Krubia near friendly China. In the first term, into the Form 1, my uncle was transferred and they brought him to Ashanti region. So I had to come back. And at that time, my father had wanted me to go to Navarre School, which was then University of the North, more or less. Until me back. Me buy no. Or they make a certain school be, which was one of the popular schools in Ashanti region, with a big population of nearly 4,000. Kofi, at 13, I was the most youngest student of that school. At 13. Now, me call 2 seniors, yes, in a Miami classmates, I know call Form 1. Maybe were 18, 21, 22. I was only 13 years, innocent. Now that school, me shusha ma me phobi. If you platform no meet my say adwuma no.
Okay.
Say ya ponya 2:30, 3:30 before I'm picked home no. Na seniors be, ladies be, ba ko pen am ka ni din friend Gladys. For school no personality and integrity ninti no. School no intimate school ni din. But those knows who knows they know. Na ma me phone de mako share your friend is saying assembly hall and entertainment hall. Kofi na no ma zepo me. No me dimititi di agro.
Hey!
We've had my man say a very terrible case. So our clinical psychologist were her. My traumatized, I say we say cho, but I say make no ma zepo me no me de mititi di agro. But fire be ama because now me too innocent. Yeah. No, me almost every day. Now, no, I'm saying, say, I'm a full-blown grown mosquito. Me person be zepu bio.
And you're a homo.
And you're one.
Okay.
Me and my classmates in the same class. Kofi, I was made to call them seniors. And you know, I am senior.
Because of your age?
Because of my age. But I wasn't dumb. I was one of the smartest. Kofi, what is beatings?
Omo
bome every day. Now this is not a me no ma reconcile it. The friend me see me and me mate we senior. We are software UK. You are first upon. Obutu me every day.
This why you suffer.
We suffer pa. Or London. Okay. The church members monka bi mame. Man ebo me da bia. Ba ko senior koku amoa. Na o hye socks bi. Me ko sre socks na. and I near boarding house no on to maybe ABC di mko kan ABC di pe na wabo me o ma me da bed ase
just I know you're stubborn
Debbie I was in no seminar bibia and good number of all these students na ye me mate no Kofi omu nyina akodi London enti I have a passion am against me pay UK me person me hu apart from Heathrow airport eno ka ho self seniors ni nyina ho Kofi me here clinical psychology because that issue no hante me and I'm hwehwe sa ma me for
no o me be zip no
ana senior ba ko e me mate omu chairman ade bi Kofi I've suffered this is a serious issue don't laugh Bako GRA ha Ring Road your friend senior Newman in Cancer Nixon okay o mate you but na me fro be senior we no be no chairman there Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Asemensa mathematics very great mathematician but now the classes here boring because no you too quiet when my same way I make can say no more bombing you know what I mean okay me senior no almost or buy a car I was a small boy of 13 years almost me nko born to na say seniors way Charles Eduansre Kofi Boatin Akowua Hayford Anyebi Dr. Sedu Sebi or UK Wanyebi or US Wanyebi Newman Kokwamwa no mama makobo obato enti before say me free school say me Kofi no na yabome afen suso no mawie no ma sa de me ko sa ma me fo na America no mo de me ko ho no mo so akoze Kofi legal brain for say American once a crime
always a crime
na me call it sexual harassment illegal touching
but okay so now you are not charging them but you are calling them to come and open it
to now. Come and open it or to come and apologize
no I don't know
and Kofi school no identity ninti no I hold it me call tertiary I was then even having finished with the secondary level I'm called tertiary no I was then 18 years and I'm a called to also tertiary level Yadom level
okay
Auditor General
okay
and at that time no there were police superintendents commissioners in that professional classroom but nobody touched me including Yao but then they intimidated me by my age but I proved my worth somehow but Kofi me concern is my traumatized and me here clinical psychologist okay now Kofi platform maybe on the background no mo share especially London ho sa seniors ma bobom dum ni ma me for na yes antin ma dum din atwudwa
okay and you betumi abo
am in Cancer Newman Nixon a first upon your sofo Vivian Ofori or London o mu nyina nim sa nkofo na o mo treat me no ndi me pacho members o Kofi platform obi
we are looking for the touches
o mo touch me bia no and that's about be touch bium
yes and I say
o my apologize Kofi me no onya juma
was you are a great analyst daddy I love you way free yeah fail is it Tankpara okay was a boy Accra is going to be the cleanest city in Africa. Kohe Medina. Okay, we free Yosin and Rocho at the Abaye. Was say it doesn't have to be consecutive. Okay. It's 8 years. That is it. That's 8 years. And yes, I said twice was Marvin Mensa and Rocho and at the Abaye. Was say after the interview you should come to Kwashiman at the junction and eat blessing fast food for free. Na namponza no choro de ma.
Asha na me ba na minche da ni di ni.
No but Vilando say at first I like KOFI TV so much but now KOFI TV has become Nanado and Jemensa TV. Mo dia won. Me koye John Mahama interview. Na KOFI say dey NDC ni. We say.
Oh, you need to let the public.
It's I make an appeal to both parties. To the vice president's office, to the president's office, semi-pay interview, and then to the former president's office, semi-pay interview. And to the one I interview, you know, and just to put that case to rest. That is what happened. And those who were like, I don't know, interview, one interview, I mean, my obi akwan, and to the offer, and I'm a interview. Nti after tag ne de na mo de to ha hwa na mo de ato ha and then na mo de ato ha yet ase adwuma ye was it my wife asked me this question but I couldn't answer they here KG question be was masa oh okay obi nipa na asem na obeka na so abetwere masa wase no yours in yero megabyte no sure no. Was it this 4-year term of John Mahama? Somebody asked me, and I didn't even know where to find the answer. So, Karimu, we shall try and find answers because
it's an issue Ghana must clear today for us to know. Say, what exactly does the law and the constitution says about the presidential term? Say, one returning president. So, Onyakwan be di 4 years. We di 4 years there. And does it bus stop? The 8 years where we are now say obesa ko further 8 years and san we have to clear this kind of a hurdle as a nation in moving forward.
I want to meet up with this man, Nana Kwame Rai. Nana, anyway, classmate, mama. I said my classmate did the same to me in 1987. Or then more kwajofusu. Ono so mu be zip.
Oh, me then there be
every day they will touch.
Oh, yes, apart from say seniors now, me meet no mam ko bon ko for no. Yes, I bomb no so as a permit. Kofi, my suffer. I've suffered. What do I say? In growing so no, whilst even in Europe by my age, I was intimidated. My friend, the pioneer friend Ajuma Belgium. Papa we shared down me ko now that time I was even a landlord in an Austrian city. Na me ami wo fear or no team. Papa timi de me ko no akwa yi meet also ojibako nefa kura papa le ntua meet ni kawo na meet no me de akoja no me feel so atua ka so naive esa pork nti wa wo hwep muslim na de pork ma me wan say ntua ka for these issues am person me lazy to deal with the issues because Kofi
watch it
are traumatizing me
but Queen Mother Crop ya say I wish I was one of them, like I will touch.
Oh,
touch it.
Asma American no.
Messages not also, but unfortunately, and you do.
Kofi, last appeal.
Okay.
Last appeal, and said, I'm giving you a project. Ghanaians, especially the youth, you name the history of this country. Yeah. Some of us, I want to do a project with you free of charge. Yempe days, yempe time, yebenya sponsors, yempe hall. Whoever is interested, Kofi is free of charge. Let's go into the political dynamics, international dynamics, international politics, history of this country. Ne yanti ye hwase as a country na youth no Kofi yancha ya hwe. Political science students of Ghana. These are the students and politics. Elections, enkomote Kofi, omote polling stations to understudy and advise. Political science students, omo legon, tech, wherever. Kofi, 1954 elections, nkwa omni bibiabi. Ebinti lima din da. Ebinti Alhaji Yakubu Tolo na din da.
Bakuno obedi how many months?
Niama olenu. Odi 2 weeks. Kofi, enti pe me paucho, pe a forum. Let's open up, free of charge. Let your sponsors sponsor that, and of course, ube make mention, ube promote more product. Unlike say me better hana wa memi so mama so abome no. And
Mama,
it's not a problem.
Don't worry. What's Kofi? I requested for your email and I sent you a mail, but oh really? Any
confirm online. So the email then yeah, confirm online.
Who email you then?
Oh, pay me email.
Me dey no kan. Me dey dey simple hi Kofi at Yahoo.
And you fanfa Kofi so me call me on say me call Maclanta.
HIKOFI.
Kofi on say me call Maclanta. Na Maclanta so no ya my email.
Oh okay.
Ndi me share that email me use Maclanta email bantuma masalachi.
Obi so person touch chocolate ni bi ma.
Oh, nyame shao.
I say Kofi tell him I know the ladies. He should contact me. Ladies no more.
What your friend is saying?
I say your friend Nelson Chris Kobe.
Oni momo.
Ose oni momo. E hwe mo.
Me kai ba ko pedin dia kan dia men kai. Be seniors na omo ye me meet am sa from seniors no. Omunim especially Pastor Afresapon or London esu ohu. O ma kaninya Dr. C say bo ese muhu na mo hwehwe sa seniors na ye koto omu na omu ezepo me omu zepo me no. Officer say say okrate ohu Enye ba ko
like no omu they were playing with it like
they play with it but then there was no fire because na me too na
I was avoid the way na ya da wase Yapon
TV way smart 8K Netflix YouTube and after you go and you send the boss to be go KOFI young conquer promo it's a price no aye easy oh machine way energy saving keep me no fresh side by side fridge ni freezer susu ni na we man to KOFI young conquer promo no we to TV no at easy price and you we susu check wow KOFI young conquer promo ti abusiafo ni fie kura betwa manum 6 burner gas oven ni bo fufu chicken inside me to any yasan chairman rice cooker KOFI atiti home appliances ne so na chede ne de bebre menyamu blender menyamu kettle masanyamu microwave oven KOFI yankoko promo no ayese wakoto anwamo nya cho banku ni na aka ho chochofocho aduane ye de kohwegu ajimada sebe say de dia
Nyantechwa emre bia am discover free Europe akoma busuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sound so you free won't you hwe me discover ye mapim tap send internet also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo abusuafo wo Ghana afa na nyina tap send papa no
Trading Agency Limited. Yajma ya pa door-to-door courier service. I different London or hima chrome and I say Europe babia or besa o shepo near my Ghana no. Yajma ya san ye bio. E so better left-hand drive vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. I pesa different Europe e ba Ghana. And I say o pesa be 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Babia o shepo container na free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America, baby, I person best to piano. You bet my amount. Duty there, we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So per se unya and our tea and will be visit www.anstar24.com. We are the best.
Hello, welcome to Yonak Digital. Here, we deal in security locks, smart locks, intelligent locks, which are ideal for corporate institutions, for banks, real estate, forex bureau, and many more.
Here at Yonak, we have a variety of locks. This is our facial recognition lock, biometric lock. This is our little biometric lock. It's ideal for front aluminum glass doors.
You can locate Yonak Digital at Wager, SCC Junction off the DVLA road.
Call us on 0553 892370 or WhatsApp us on 0507 242299.
Yonak Digital, security in style.
Michael, we support the new system. Yeah, Mama, Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go in the
me ko support my business phone na immune system. Hey, asa che Michael t-shirt. Mato t-shirt. Me ko ba be fan kan no. Ni t-shirt go mommy.
Boss, champion, me so, boss. Come Mr. Only one.
Okay.
Vehicle. Supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Let me say.
This boy is great. Now she won't sway. I hope you can't kubia. You made it diagro. Brain syrup. Any anujieno. Brain syrup. It won't be an ruby to say. Omega-3 fatty acids. Vitamins are who drop E. And the glutamic acid. A woman of fra actually mudo. Nessa mawa pomodane. Brain syrup. Ubenya biwa drugstore. E ben womo. Nidu dromu die. Frejucard Pharmacy, one cry, Okaishi Drug Lane, 0244 560 296.
Brain syrup, Mamofra Adjunima Pomodane, SCP, Esita.
FDA, Asheshesa, a Jedian Kratwimu, Ajiatumuse, Eje.
KOFI TV interview, Ntia na money jetremi di pen mo. KOFI TV interview has been vetted and approved by the SDA.